in a world.
Bro, it's Indiana.
In Indiana, from the depths of our secret lair.
Bro, it's totally a bookstore.
And whose fault is that? Fine, never mind. In Indiana, from the depths of our bookstore comes a well-coordinated coterie of serious kindred.
You're joking, right?
I'd rather be reading a book anyway. Fine. Come check out our chronicle as a bunch of misfit kindred drift from one crisis to another. Happy?
Bro, what happened to the voice?
Indy by night. We'll see you Tuesday. Oh, hey, hi, hello. We are here. Welcome to another episode of Indy by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. We are going into episode 30, which is going to be titled Silent Goodbyes. So we're going to go around the table, introduce who we're going to be playing as, what clan we're from, and we will go ahead and do our little bit of a recap and get started for this evening. So we're going to go ahead and start with Warren, the man shaking his head.
Hi, I'm Warren. I'm playing Carter. He's a Tremere, and he would very much rather be at home reading a book.
Perfect. Next up, we have Hannah.
I'm Hannah. I'm playing Eva Hill, part of the Bruja clan. And I love to pick fights.
Next up, we have Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I play Dimitri from the Venture Clan, and I love encouraging Eva to get in fights.
Next up, we have Donnie.
Donnie. Playing Benny, a Malkavian. And, I'm just listening to the Madness Network and seeing what good anonymous sources I can follow.
None of them. And last but not least, Ian, who's muted.
All right. I jumped right into it like I thought my timing was great. My name's Ian. I am playing Michael the Ravnas in a room full of Camarilla. I have no real affiliation in that regard, so that's going to be a fun time. But yeah, a certain set of skills. Still not sure what those skills are, aside from making messes, and it's going to be what it is.
Fantastic. So where we left off last week, you guys finished up your meeting with the butcher. You guys were able to go ahead and hopefully get this surgery all taken care of and squared away, where he believed he did the best of his surgical capabilities on removing multiple pieces of splintered wood from a stake that was magically enchanted and used to impale this kindred. As you guys were in the process of this surgery, you guys ran into a pack of werewolves, some which were familiar to some of you, some of them were obviously new faces. But with Eva also looking and seeing a couple of individuals fighting, busted one of the guy's ribs and carried him in because he needed to see medical attention. But also brought over the other individual from the butcher. So that way both individuals are there as you guys hurry and left and headed back to the bookstore, where you guys were able to go ahead and get the body of Baron Anson into the back of Michael's truck for safekeeping. While you guys are all discussing a plan, the three of the members of the Grove, as it were, obviously not being listened, not by one, and definitely not by two members of the outside coterie, were not paying attention and overhearing what super secret plans were being discussed on the inside. But you guys decided you guys needed to rest on it, as you guys discussed possibly bringing these two new individuals into the coterie, and if not into the coterie, maybe letting them know a little bit about the secrets of the Grove and what you guys are currently dealing with while you guys are trying to do this expansion. But that's where we're picking up. You guys actually were able to go ahead and rest up for the evening, or I guess rest up for the night and go and get your day sleep in. And we're going to actually go ahead and start with a rouse check from everyone as we're waking up and see if you guys are a little bit hungrier than you were the night before.
Are we allowed to sleep in?
Sure, as long as your monster will let you.
I hit the button and double checked it, and I saw the one that said succeed, and then I had to double check the name, and now I'm sad about it.
You hate to see it. So it looks like Eva succeeded, looks like Dimitri did not, Michael did not, Carter did, Benny did not.
Should have slept in.
Should have slept in.
I also had a stain. You want me to do a remorse test?
Oh, I would love to start off tonight's session with a remorse test. That sounds wonderful. Oh, you do not feel bad about it. I mean, you feel bad. I guess that's I guess it's the opposite. You do feel bad about the moment that really wrung out to you. Thankfully, you were able to hold on to that humanity just a little bit longer. As stained as it is, you do feel bad about what you did and and it did not tear at you in a way that shredded you further and further, becoming more of a monster and less of the human which we all hold dear to us in one way or another.
I mean, look, the lower the humanity, the easier the remorse test. So it's just good math.
Exactly. It's just exactly right it is. But as you guys wake up, the coterie, if you guys like to do anything or meet or anything special before the rest of the outsiders are invited in to your bookstore.
I'd like to point out to Dimitri that, hey, we didn't die.
You're celebrating this fact?
Absolutely.
I guess small things, yes?
Exactly.
How
don't know
long
about
do
you.
you think it is before he wake up?
Oh, the Baron? I mean, let's be real. We went to some dude who works out of a gas station, basically, who chums around with werewolves. So I have no idea if he's waking up. But his heart doesn't seem to be in there, also. We haven't really talked about that, but I have no idea what the hell's going on.
All right.
When is this meeting?
It's a good question.
I think that was just right after we woke up. It was
Yeah,
kind of
that
a
was-
passing comment, I think.
Yeah. It's just more or less after everyone sort of wakes up from their night sleep. So, I mean, less than 24 hours after you had used your power. If that's what you were concerned about.
No. I'm more
Okay.
concerned about breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, you could absolutely have time to hunt if you would like.
Yeah.
I would
I would
also
like-
like to take this time to hunt it out.
All right, both.
Yeah, I need to hunt too.
Everyone who needs to grab some brekkie, go ahead and make a hunt roll. For the coterie, it is a DC 1. For non-coterie members, you're looking at a DC 3.
Gross.
Any baggers And if you hit over the DC, you do get an additional bag. Now that's a good roll there. Ooh. Every single time I just see the skull, it just scares me just a little bit, you know?
Just a little bit more each time.
Little pucker.
Especially after seeing that total failure that you had. Or no, I think it was a bestial failure the last time you rolled a hunger.
We don't talk about that.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, Benny, you do meet the DC for it. How much hunger would you like to siphon out?
2.
You know what? That is going to be allowed.
I'll take it. You know, it's not that hard to find a cheating spouse that you just need to extort.
Especially in this area. Dimitri, you're able to also find someone of your preferred residence and definitely remove some hunger as well. Are you looking to remove 2 as well?
Yeah, I'll take it down to 1.
Perfect. Carter, you found 2 blood bags.
I did. It's convenient to have a few extra. I think I still had one from last time.
You do. So you're now up to a total of 3 blood bags. Whether you want to use them or not, that is up to you, but you're able to at least have 3 blood bags.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely use one.
Okay. And Michael, you are able to find just the singular blood bag for you, unless you like to willpower those 2 dots.
Nah, we're good there, so that's just going to take me back down to hunger 2.
That is correct. And then Eva, did you need to hunt, or are you chilling still?
I'm just gonna chill. No hunt.
Look at you. They always say Brewha are the roughest, but we're over here just vibing out, hanging out, not having to worry about hunting. Who knew?
It's not like you ever
Are you
critically messy, critical, or anything like that.
Yeah, Eva, in this economy, absolutely not.
You sure? You're not always yourself when you're hungry.
Just jabbing.
I
at
mean, I
people.
like you either way. Like, I'm not suggesting there's anything wrong with you when you're hungry.
Smooth.
My personal session bingo card has Eva, messy, critical. Like,
Oh, I thought that was just free
Right
space.
Yeah, that's the free space.
That's my bad. But you guys have all had your chance to hunt. Some of you had a little bit easier time than others, but nonetheless, you guys were able to find a stray cat if someone is using a.
I'm not a farmer, but I'm about to be.
Exactly.
There's my blood bag.
Yikes. But you guys were able to go ahead, get the hunger down, and sort of take that moment to relax. I know there was talk last session about possibly reaching out to some of the individuals that had been showed up dead in your vision. Do we still want to go ahead and do that, or do you guys have other plans to start off this wonderful snowy night?
Well, I definitely would want to figure out the contacting. Probably starting with my sire.
Okay.
But I know Dimitri had some serious concerns about the safety of our new haven. So, what do you think, Dimitri? Eva?
I believe we put our security team on high alert, so we're going to kind of write it out just to make sure. Like, we didn't really have a whole lot of evidence to suggest that they really know where we are. I'm just paranoid on purpose.
I think that's smart.
So, I mean, I'm assuming, Josh, that nothing came up, nobody saw anything, no weird people parking around the business.
No, nothing that's out of the ordinary. People coming in at or like parking during the day during appropriate times for businesses opening, cars leaving when business should be leaving. Nothing like, the same truck passing by 4 times or a electrical truck staying across the street for way too long, not really doing any work. Nothing of that crazy nature. But they did let you know that they did have seemed like a little uptick of passerbyers. Nothing like no one like actively looked at the store while they were doing it, but there just was a lot of high foot traffic last night. Which is a little bit different, a little concerning just because of the weather that was going last night. It was snowing pretty hard. But it was never, you know, people by themselves. It was always people in like twos or threes that were sort of like chatting and having a good time. But you did note that most of them seemed to be intoxicated to some level or another.
Is there like a new bar that recently opened somewhere in the vicinity that might explain this sudden additional intoxicated foot traffic?
Um, you don't know right off the top of your head, but you could absolutely probably dig around and see if there was any that may have opened recently or if they had any specials that were going on as of last night. You could dig into that. And if you would like to do that, depending on how you want to research it, it'd be whatever attribute you think would be fair as well as streetwise.
Also, would I be able to add the dots of our lean because it's within our area? So
Yep,
trying to find out information within our domain.
absolutely could.
Cool. All right, I'd probably say you said it streetwise.
Yeah, streetwise. So if you wanted to, you could do like intelligence plus streetwise. You could do charisma plus streetwise or
I'll
manipulation.
probably carouse schmooze, so we'll throw charisma in there.
Sure. And you can absolutely add those dots to your lean as a bonus die. And you're looking for a DC 2. It's not too difficult. And you're able to do it. You're able to go ahead and find out there was a new nightclub that opened up down the street from you guys, probably about 3 or 4 blocks down, but on the same strip as you guys, called the Egyptian Room.
Any info on the owner?
It looks like they had a couple of different locations, but not anywhere in Indiana. It looked like they were mostly on the West Coast.
Interesting. Okay. Can I tap some of my underworld resources to find out anything I can about who owns that place?
Absolutely. Are you using your actual contacts for this?
My influence underworld.
Perfect. Go ahead and make a influence test for me with your specialization in underworld. And then Carter, if you would like to go ahead and start that ritual, you can go ahead and start that up as well to reach out to your sire.
For sure.
Josh, how do I make the influence test? I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're all right. Let me get that pulled up here real quick.
I think the way that you do it is you have to slip Bruce $20.
Yeah, that checks out.
Give me your Venmo.
Got it.
And then he rolls a d6 and decides whether or not he wants it to go.
Exactly. You have to have some fairness in here.
How much to make sure it's a 6?
That's a good question. Didn't know that this game was pay to win, but we made it here.
It wasn't until just
Wait,
now.
so I didn't need to pay to join this coterie?
Oh,
Ian told me I owed them $20 a week.
You're late, by the way.
Go ahead.
I'll get that to you.
Go ahead and roll streetwise plus your dots at influence.
Okay. DC?
DC is going to be 3. Woo.
Got it.
Rolling hot. Your contacts would know that it is a front for a lot of different things. This new owner definitely is not North American. They can't tell exactly what nationality they are, but they can definitely tell they aren't from around here. But they do know that it is very, very quality cocaine ring and smuggling that goes on in that establishment.
Okay. They didn't ask permission.
It's true. It's true.
Would it be safe to assume that I have somebody from the Grove's phone number?
I probably got one of my burners.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just give you a call real quick. Michael will flip open their grab their phone and just call the Dimitri Burner hotline.
Who is this?
Hey, it's me from outside. It's cold as hell. Can I come inside?
I guess.
And I don't want to be invading.
He's fine. Just I unlock door, let you in.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll just hang up and start heading towards the door.
Okay. Where did Benny stay while all this was going on last night? Did you stay inside of the truck with Michael and this Baron's body, or did you find somewhere else to sort of lay your head for the evening in the sun's protection?
If I had the time, I would have just went back to my apartment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you had about 2.5 hours before sunrise, so you could definitely have made
Yeah.
it back in time.
I would just had to drop off and then, yeah, did that. And then I also wonder if I would have got my car repaired. Detailing on my windshield.
There was some slight damage to your car.
Safe flight repair is 24 hours.
It's a good possibility. Do you have
Actually, I'll settle a claim with my insurance company. It might take a couple of weeks. But...
Yeah, you'll probably get it sometime with him, at least whenever the snow thaws. But nonetheless, you're able to go ahead and I'm assuming taking the car back up, or I guess back down to Terre Haute.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta wait for the claim to process before I can drop off my car.
Exactly.
So I probably got at least a few days before they give me the go ahead to drop it off. I'm just driving through whatever highway that is to get to Terre Haute.
Yeah.
But just for, I guess, to make it seem natural, I did put a trash bag over my car door.
I love it. Cover up that window that got shattered.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Eva, anything you would like to do or prep while everyone else is sort of reaching out to their individuals?
I am going to message my sire just to see how things are going, and I also will check on, as I'm texting, or hey, what's new? I'm gonna go check on Hunter as well.
Okay. Your text goes through without any sort of issue, but you make it to Hunter's room, and the door is slightly open, but you don't hear any sort of music or any sort of noise at all coming from Hunter's room.
I will slightly knock on the door and then just push the door open a little bit.
You go ahead and
peek in.
Open the door, and you do not see Hunter at all in his room.
Okay, I'm just gonna shut the door then behind me and walk away. I'm gonna head back up to the bookstore area.
Easy enough. All right, and it looks like we had 4 successes, Carter, for you to reach out to your sire. Was that enough for your ritual to be successful?
It is. It was difficulty 3, so that the one success gets me 10 minutes of telepathic communication.
Okay. You feel the mind sort of make the connection between you and your sire. Yes.
Hey, is everything okay?
Is there a reason why it wouldn't be?
Absolutely. And I will relate the vision. And before I jumped on this call, so to speak, I would have definitely verified with Dimitri and Eva what if anything we want to play close to the chest and keep from our sires, since secrets of the grove must be kept and all that. So Eva and Dimitri, are you okay with me checking in with my sire to see if I can get some more information about what I saw?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, so then I will, breezing over the details of the rest of the night, go into as much detail as I can recall about what that vision. And noting that first we talked to the guy on the phone who said 1, and then there was Baron, then the Baron, and then 4 in the vision, and the Prince, and hearing Nessa's voice, and actually physically getting a blood drip from my ear after hearing the thing in the vision.
After you explain your vision to your sire, she's quiet as she's trying to take it all in. That is, well, concerning to say the least, since I'm in it. Have you checked in on any of the other individuals who were staked or beheaded?
Well, the Prince is sort of out of contact slash being access is being controlled by Nessa, so that one seems dangerous. When I had the vision right before we needed to make our way home, so I haven't yet, but that's next on the list.
That is good. Definitely do that, because I am, as you know, these visions aren't always clear cut. Meanings can get lost in interpretation. I mean, it could be nothing. It could be everything. But let me keep digging and see if I can find anything out. And be wary if I've never heard of, I wouldn't call it an injury, but the blood drop after you hearing Nessa's voice is concerning, and I've never heard of anything of the nature. But maybe keep your head low from her for a while.
Honestly, that's been my my plan from the very first time I met her, so will do.
What are your plans looking like for the next month?
I mean, you know how it is with this coterie. That's a lot of forecasting. That's probably not going to be any good after tonight. But we were working on growing our territory and trying to play the game a little more cunningly.
Very good. Very good. We need to meet. We need to chat about something important, but it can wait until maybe the heat dies down over there.
I mean, I certainly can head up your direction if it's urgent.
As terrifying as it is to say, it might be safer if we have a chat in your domain.
All right. Yeah.
Perfect. I will. We will chat again soon. But good luck.
Yep. Sounds like you too.
Thanks. And you begin to feel that connection sort of fizzle out. Anyone else would like to do anything before everyone meets back up? All right. The five of you head back in or up to the first level of the bookstore. Weirdly enough, a macaw flying up above, going from one bookshelf to the other. But you guys, all five, are standing on the first floor of your bookstore. 6 if you count little Michael.
That's important. Little Michael is family, even.
Good evening, everybody.
How's it going, Benny?
Oh, I had to cover up my car windows, but cold doesn't bother me none. Got the
Steal you another one?
No. I've stuck with this beauty. I slapped the hood, even though the car's like across the street parked. She's been with me for a long haul. I got the insurance claim already in process.
You have insurance?
You don't? What about business insurance?
I feel like we had this conversation last night.
Did
No,
actually.
building is insured. Cars, those disposable. Yes?
No, they're not. The government
Really?
tracks your car.
Tracks your car. Good reason not to keep one for so long.
Kind of has a point.
Yeah, that hasn't been that long.
Didn't you just say the government tracks your car? I'm so confused.
Government does track
Well, they
your
use
car,
the
but
chips. It's the new cars that they track, right, Benny?
I've got at least 50 good years before I gotta worry about the government questioning my age.
Now you're looking mighty spry for an 87-year-old.
Thank you.
That was me being the government. I was making a joke. By the way, you're welcome. You look great. New tie? Did you tie it like something? I don't know.
Oh, same one I was wearing last night.
Okay.
Were you buried in that tie the first time?
Buried? I've never been buried.
Oh, my mistake.
I knew a Barry once.
I can honestly
He was
say,
buried.
never trust a berry.
Is there a gas leak?
Right.
Seriously.
We don't breathe.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, no one would really know unless they have Blush of Life active because they aren't really actively smelling.
So what are we doing?
Well, I mean, it's not really for everyone, but I thought I might take a stroll down the street.
What does he
New
even need to leave?
business open, and we need to. I want to have work with owner
Oh,
Why?
because he's selling on my territory, and I don't take too kindly to that. He did not ask.
that's what that
Owner.
was gonna be my next question. Is it like a friendly hi, welcome to the neighborhood, or is it a
I need my cut.
yeah? Okay, I'll go with you. That sounds like a good time.
The owner of the Egyptian room that just opened up.
Yes. You are certainly tapped in.
Oh no, I just guessed.
Okay, you want to come?
Yeah, why not? Now, why do they owe you? I don't know. What are you asking for them? Protection fees?
No, they're selling drugs on my territory. I need a cut. They didn't
Oh,
ask.
drugs.
Yes. So the number is going to be a lot higher than it would have if they would have asked to start with.
But do you sell drugs on this territory?
Oh, not me personally, but my guys do.
Okay.
Hey, Benny, we don't ask those questions out loud, all right, bud?
I'm just making sure I understand the story. So you know a guy who sells drugs in this territory, so you're asking for a cut of their drug profits for you?
Hey,
No,
Benny,
no.
that's another question we don't ask out loud.
It's
all
my
right, bud?
territory, yes? All this belongs to us. They deal drugs on my territory. They have choice. They pay me my money, or I kill them.
Are they mortals or kindred?
I have no idea, so I go down there to find out.
Good answer
okay.
is yes. Safe money is yes.
I thought it was fine if mortals were selling coke to each other, but
Either way, I need my money. It's that simple.
Step
You can't
one.
let this sort of thing slide.
Yeah.
it's your
Step
neighborhood.
one, give me my fucking money. Step two, acquire that money. Like it's that easy.
But I mean, if we have other plans, it's okay. We can do those. I mean, this'll simmer.
I don't know. We could shake down your neighbors if you want, or I mean, you can. I'll stick around. I don't know. I don't want to say we in this plan here.
Well, I'm down to shake down your neighbors. That sounds like what I was sent here to help with.
Let me
actually.
ask my
Let's go.
mom. Eva, is it okay if I go shake down the neighbors?
I'm not your mom.
My little sister.
You're
That-
not
yeah, that
not
sounds
his
no.
mom.
Ew, yuck. Okay, anyway.
Why y'all
Aren't
keep making
you-
it weird?
Aren't you worried about like drawing attention or ruffling some feathers? Like what if they're armed? What if they work for the cartel?
I work for the fucking cartel, but not this one. Russian mafia. We cut people's heads off and send them to their family. This is kind of thing we do. You think I can let them disrespect me on my own territory?
I didn't know you worked for the cartel.
Benny, maybe it's better you just stop questioning him.
Yeah. Hey, Benny. I think this is a whole list of questions we just don't ask out loud, all right, bud?
Okay, well, if I'm risking my hide,
I think we're into a speculation is better than actual knowledge kind of situation.
But like
like
I
it.
say, if we've got other things to do that take more importance, then it's fine. It'll simmer.
how's the Baron? Still sleeping?
I haven't checked.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I'm assuming Michael would know.
We chain him up or anything? Just in case.
Mike would know what?
Is the Baron still asleep?
I haven't talked to anybody who provides me cash in like a day and a half. I can find out.
No, the guy, the Pizza King.
Oh, I heard Prince. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We know how it is for anarchs. Prince is confused with barons.
actively, I think everyone in this room has confused it except for me at this point. So congratulations, we're all equals again. No, when I got out of the truck, dude was still knocked out. The good old Pizza King. I feel like maybe he should be referred to as like the pizza. I don't know. Pizza King sounds
Pizza
too
Baron?
formal for him. The Pizza Baron?
Pizza Duke.
Not the Baron of Crust. I don't know.
Krusty Bear.
Krusty Baron.
Sounds like a good
Perk up
like,
at that.
that's like a good pub name.
The Krusty Baron.
Carter already met that guy.
He was delicious.
I hate that for you.
Once you crunch, you do it a bunch.
You were ready for that one.
That hurt.
Always.
That hurt how quick that was for you.
Yeah, you were
I'm pretty
ready.
sure that's not the first time I've made that joke.
I don't know. First time I've heard it.
It's true.
I also could have just not been paying attention. That's very possible. Also,
Very likely.
Damn.
For those wondering what that was about, at one point, Bruce gave me a feast of someone who was described as crunchy of skin, which was gross, but also delightful.
You're welcome. All right. So yeah, Michael, like you said, the last time when you checked when you were leaving the truck before coming inside, the Baron was still unconscious.
You say no cameras inside truck, yes?
nah. I got like a backup cam and a couple others to help me kind of see what's going on when I'm not around. Pretty much just a couple Ring doorbells that I strapped to it. But no actual cameras or anything inside.
So we just going to leave him unattended?
Should we chain him up? We have any chains? Where are the chains?
I think there's some in the garage, maybe.
We have a garage.
Yes, he's part of the building.
That where your cartel buddies are?
No. It's mafia, right? We out there doing things.
Where in the
I
room
swear.
are these mafia?
Someday I'm taking you with me when I go do collections.
Please
You'll
don't.
see.
Please don't.
Hey Ben, I'm kind of just on repeat here, bud.
Asking questions is what I do.
I get that, but maybe we don't with the scary Russian man.
Knowledge is power.
All right, that's on you, man.
I will go run to like trunk of my car and grab like a nice bushy wig and like a fake beard.
I love it.
I keep a case of disguises in my trunk.
I'm here for that.
Are they even remotely convincing, or are they just absolutely terrible?
I mean, they're not like, I don't need to like glue it to my skin or anything. So, you know, if it wasn't for the bushiness of the wig, you could see the straps holding the beard up.
Yeah.
And I dyed them because I didn't like the color. So when I sweat, it drips down my forehead. But
Damn.
luckily, I don't sweat.
True.
Oh, no.
Pre-embrace.
So what are we doing, guys?
I thought we were going to pick up your...
I'm asking my peoples. Excuse
Okay.
me, Michael. Yes,
Yeah,
I
my bad.
apologize.
My bad.
My peoples. Okay, what are we doing?
I'm down for going over to the new business if you want to check it out. But also, Carter, I really don't like having this bear in the truck.
Oh yeah, no,
We need to get rid of him. This is not.
No, let's bring him into my. I'll stay here. Let's bring him into my lab. I'll try to wake him up. It'll be fine.
Don't eat him.
Yeah, that's probably a good good
Don't
advice right there.
stop.
I feel like I've been typecast, right? It was one time, maybe two. It was one time.
Maybe
Ish.
two.
Maybe did you try and fail? Just
Carter. I swear, man.
I'm not gonna eat the bear. It's fine.
Okay.
Or you can. Then
if you did, would you get their memory? Because I guess that's all we need.
Don't encourage
works?
him.
Might be easier. I don't know.
Benny, I'm about to bounce you across the street.
No, Dimitri,
be
that's actually not
embarrassed.
a bad idea.
He's
Oh,
already
no.
strained.
Wait, what?
Well, only if it's possible. Like, guaranteed, then you can do it. But
Somebody else can eat the Pizza King.
I don't want to know all the stuff that he did.
Let's just make Carter our Goku, and we'll just let him do the spirit bomb of Diablerie. So we just give Carter all of our power.
You know what?
If we were gonna do that, we would have just. Why did we save him?
It cost me $1,000. I should look at Benny. Like, son of a...
I sorry, I
No,
didn't
we're
talk
not.
him down.
We're not. We're just. We're not being serious. Well, I'll put the Baron in my lab. I'll watch him. I won't eat him. You guys go. Drug money, whatever.
Are you sure that you'll be okay by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Famous last words.
Your security guys are still here.
Yeah, but he's like a lot older than us, so
It's
just make
pretty
sure
rude
they've
to
got
wake up from
the
staking.
white phosphorus rounds handy. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
We have like chains. We're doing the chains, right? Let's do the chains.
Yeah, get the chains from the garage.
Get the chains.
Okay.
Can't be part of the Russian mafia without having chains lying around.
Chains, concrete, it all comes with the territory. Razor wire.
It's also true.
Now we know this guy can't turn into like mist or anything, right?
Why would we know that?
I don't know. We don't know anything about him, do we?
No!
Why are we?
Oh no.
We're not. I'll take care of it. Y'all go.
What have we
go.
done?
That was a very decisive no.
Okay, so, Mike, let's go outside, get Guy, we bring him in, because Carter's skinny little weak boy, and we don't want him to hurt himself.
Yeah, last thing I want is Carter to hurt himself. Also, it's a joke. Please don't eat me.
Yeah, that definitely raises the likelihood that that doesn't happen.
I figured.
Safe. You're safe now.
We'll bring the Baron inside, take him down to the lab.
Okay. And Carter, I
And
did
then-
see that you rolled a rouse check. Can I?
That was me.
Oh, Benny rolled the rouse check.
I'm blushing
Oh, you're blushing.
of the life.
Mm,
Before we head over, just a preemptive.
yeah, sure.
Get there eventually.
Yeah, I will activate toughness.
Okay.
And fail.
Nice. I love that for you.
Getting hungry.
But yeah, you're able to easily go ahead and lift Baron Anson and put them into Carter's lab and have the chains be placed on them and secure enough where no one is
We don't
going
need to chain
to
the
move.
dude.
I heard chains.
That's fine. I'll just unhook him after they leave.
Okay, perfect. Is anyone staying with Carter, or are the rest of you guys all heading over to the Egyptian room?
It's a game master's favorite answer. Carter's all by himself.
I mean, Michael is going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with Dimitri since Carter said he was great.
Perfect. Perfect.
We're in our house. We've got security. We're fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All is fine until it's not.
It was not fine.
No. You're gonna wish you left those chains on.
The call is coming from inside the house.
The house was coming from inside the call.
Mm-hmm. And then Benny, are you heading over as well with your Blush of Life active?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna miss a neighborhood shakedown.
Of course not. How could you?
Not saying I'm gonna be involved.
God damn it. All right. I went to blush as well and failed said rouse check.
All right.
Oh.
You
I
still...
failed.
I love it. Yes, yes.
You know what? I'm down. Get me more hungry before we walk in here and have to rough people up.
Before we go to the kitchen.
Pretty much. On our way out,
Mhm.
I would like to stop by the truck and rummage through for some check the trunk nonsense, looking for actually, Dimitri, are we looking to be a little more overt with this, like busting tables, or we want to be a little more like
No, we
low-key about
start casual. We'll see how it goes.
it? Okay, so don't bring a lead pipe.
No. Well, if it one that fit in pocket,
Nah, it's like a
a big
Like-
one. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
no, we don't
Okay.
need something like this.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe we should bring it, and if they stop you, then we know that they don't like lead pipes. If they just let you walk in with a lead pipe, then that knowledge is to our advantage. That would just
Chances
waltz
are
in there
they
with lead pipes.
Probably have security at door.
Yeah.
Just say.
Probably.
So
We
never
find
mind.
out.
We're not gonna worry about check the trunk at the moment.
I'll get you a new lead pipe if they confiscate it.
I'll just take it back. Like
All right, we'll head down the street.
All right, you guys head down the street as you guys now have blood rushing through your body. Heart is
Now I'm
beating.
cold.
Now you are freezing cold. As you guys head over there, there is a rather large individual sort of standing outside, acting as a bouncer, as there is a decently long line that wraps around, like towards that covers the front of the building and begins to wrap, like getting ready to start wrapping around the side of the building.
You guys want me to handle this? We might be on
Oh.
the list.
It's okay. I'll just walk up to him.
Yeah.
My name is Dmitry Ivanov. I'd like to speak to your boss.
Is that name supposed to mean something?
Yes. Your boss should know it. Get on your radio and call him before things get messy.
He goes ahead and grabs a radio that's sitting off on his waist. Excuse me, boss. We have a group here being led by one Dmitry
Ivanov.
Ivanov. Says that you're supposed to know who he is. Okay. I'll let him through. All right. Go on ahead.
Thank you. Just kind of jerk my head to the rest of the crew.
on the way by, I'm just gonna kind of like size the guy up and like keep walking.
As you guys enter through, on the exterior of this building, it looks similar to how the Grove sort of looked, where it didn't have exactly the best representation on the exterior form of it. But inside, you begin to hear, you can see there's sort of speakers in this little area that separates the exterior from the inside of the actual club. And you can see speakers that are blaring loud pop music that is going through. But as you guys enter into the second set of doors, it's met with a clash of classical music that is playing through. And you can see multiple lounge chairs sort of spread along, laying, with multiple people laying inside, sort of relaxing.
Oh, this is one of those kind of clubs.
It's like an opium den.
Yeah.
Even though it is very, very cold outside, they are still wearing very tight, very sleek clothes, and it's multiple different genders of servers that are sort of walking around. But walking down the staircase that sort of leads from the upper portion, and you can see prior to her walking down, she's hands sort of laying on the sort of railing, looking down, sees you, spot you guys, and she begins to walk around and begins to descend those stairs. And she is a very wonderful looking individual. She has very long brown hair, very tan skin, and continuing to walk slowly down the stairs with her head up high. Very proud of what she's created, it looks like. You get the sense that this is the owner of the Egyptian room. She saunters up to you guys, and she's wearing a very tight black dress, has sequins all over it, wearing some black heels, and with these heels she's probably about 6'2". Dimitri?
I think I'll saunter off to the bar.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll just kind of give a slight nod.
Or if there's not a bar, but like seating area.
No, there is.
If this is a safe place, I'll also turn on heightened senses.
Yeah, you go ahead and plop down at the bar, and
Seems
the bar itself feels very early 1900s, where it feels very upscale.
Speakeasy.
So yeah. But do you notice on the back wall there is no like bottom shelf anything. It is all top quality stuff. But yeah, which sense would you like to have heightened?
I don't think you have to specify.
Double check for me, because I believe it was a certain one, but I could be wrong.
It's all perception rolls.
Sick. The individual looks around at you guys. And what can I help you with, Dimitri?
I think it's best if this conversation is had in private.
If you wish.
And,
Please.
Gonna hit her with Sense the Beast as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got, because it's, she's rolling Composure and Subterfuge. I got 2 hits.
She got 6 successes.
Damn! Well, damn. Okay.
You're unable to get an accurate read on this individual.
All right. Fun. That's not going to bother me for a while.
But she sort of smiles at everyone. As she begins to head back up. She doesn't even tell you to follow. But she just begins to head back upstairs.
I'll follow her up the stairs.
Okay.
I'll follow pretty close behind Dimitri, but kind of watching the rest of the room as we go.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a wits and awareness for me, please.
I'm going to do the same as Michael.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Nice. 3.
Yep.
Whoa. 4 successes.
Damn!
Eva's got wits and awareness tonight.
Right, though.
As you guys are both looking, everyone seems to be all the customers seem to be very, very relaxed. Seems like they did not have a care in the world currently. All of the workers are bringing over drinks of different kinds coming from straight from the bar. And you get the both of you guys get the feeling that everyone down here, at least clientele wise, are mortals. Everyone you can see is either drinking or partaking in something as they're sort of lounging. But you can even see some, as you guys are looking around, some of the people that are laying down in these lounge chairs. Some of these servers are actually walking over and feeding them grapes individually.
True hedonism bot experience.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But you guys head upstairs and head up to head upstairs, but head up into a second stairwell that has a little thin rope in front of it. That there is a individual standing by that opens up the rope and allows you guys to enter in. She doesn't say anything the entire time, but more or less leading the way. Head still up, however. And the security that is there looks straight past her, not even making eye contact as she just walks through it. You guys are able to continue to follow by, but at this point, you guys are rather secluded from the rest of the club. Benny, go ahead and roll a wits area. At this point, a resolve and awareness plus your dots and aspects for me, please. But as you guys head to this area, and it is pretty much a singular room on this floor. If it weren't for the glass wall and set of doors that sort of separate this little walk-up area to the rest of the office. And the office itself is very, very well crafted. It has a wooden desk, but it looks like it is very, very old, but very well done. A couple pieces of paintings that look like they've been procured over time, but haven't been all placed together yet. And then you do see a couple of full paintings that look like have been weathered, to say the least, but they still look like they're in decent condition. And you do see a couple of busts that are made out of marble. Is this private enough for you?
Yeah, they should work. I'll walk past her and head over to the desk and sit down at her desk. Put my feet on the table.
I'll go post up just to like one side.
Okay.
Pretty nice.
Thank you.
Have a seat. I'll motion to across from the table.
And you look, there is no other seats. It is just hers.
I guess the floor will work.
And she looks over to Michael and Eva. I think he's talking to you.
Nah, they can stand.
Just slowly shaking my head at her. Just no.
So, you know my name. I'm assuming you know why I'm here.
Probably because you're a little lost dog and you don't know where you wandered into.
No, I'm here for my money.
So I was right.
So, I want to interject this really quick before anything goes too kinds of nutty in the rest of this scene. I failed with the active Sense the Beast,
Okay.
but it does say that Sense the Beast can be used passively.
Mm-hmm.
When, let's see, where does it say it? Like it's pretty much using it passively to kind of detect when emotions are getting crazy and people start getting hostile. Like,
Sure.
even if they're trying to mask it, I can still try
Yeah.
to finagle my way through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You
So
can.
that's up and good. Do you want me to just roll that now, or do you want to?
Sure. I mean, yeah, you can absolutely go ahead and roll it.
All right.
Jesus, 8 successes on a messy critical. Benny.
Benny needs new shorts. All right, better than last.
Jesus. I like how it's only your hunger dice that are successes.
I think I'm gonna.
Your willpower, those two?
Yup.
Would you like me to roll first, and so that way you can see if it's worth it?
Go for it. I mean, she rolled
Oh.
6 last time.
Wait, that is 1, 2, 4, 5 successes this time because the 10s don't automatically double like they should. So she did roll 5 successes, so you would have to willpower perfectly to match.
Damn.
4 successes.
We tried.
Double down.
Double down.
Double or nothing.
Exactly.
I'm gonna rouse on it to see if it'll succeed if it passes. No.
I will allow you to succeed at a cost if you would like.
What's your price?
You can succeed, but you make it extremely visible that you're actively trying to sense something about her.
I'll do it.
Whether it's awkwardly staring or something, you will obviously make it that you are physically trying to stare her down and try to figure out something about her.
I'll do it. Trying to hide it behind like kind of just standing square and looking like trying to look like muscle, but very obviously like there's like one eyebrow won't stop twitching while I'm trying to do this. Like I'm thinking just a little too hard.
Exactly.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
All right.
Michael's nothing if not making things a little bit worse while trying to make them better.
You're not wrong.
No, I mean wrong.
That too. Benny, we'll get to your messy critical in just a moment. Don't you worry. I didn't forget about you.
I'm just like looking up compulsion.
Oh no. While this is going on, even though the words that are being said back and forth between her and Dimitri are rising in heat, Michael, you feel no sense whatsoever of hostility coming from her. Has no intent to harm, but there is a beast inside of her.
Oh. Of which variety?
Of the kindred variety.
Kindred variety. Okay. Then I'm gonna lean down and just pass that along. Like they could be mid conversation. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna like lean down. Like, hey, she's kindred too. Actually, scratch the bud. I'm gonna change that out with boss for the given moment.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Hey boss. Hey boss. She's kindred too.
Okay. So normally the price is 20%. But since you come in and you don't ask, it's going to be 30.
Is that what they teach you at that ivory tower?
Ivory Tower? No, this is just business. You come in here, you don't ask permission, you try to, eat off my plate, it's no good.
Well, you know what they say, competition's good.
It's no competition.
I very much agree. But I didn't want to insult you in any sort of capacity.
Okay. So I'm taking this as no.
I would agree. I mean, I'm not going to do 20 or 30%, but if you need some to help to pay the bills, I can make that happen.
Don't need to pay the bills. It's respect. You're in my territory. You come here, you don't ask. Like I say, you eat off my plate.
It's to be
Stick your dirty little fingers in it. It's no good. You're like pig rooting in dirt for truffle. This is my field.
You know, I probably would. It's not worth it. Best I can do is 15, and you can be happy with that, or you can leave.
15. It's a start. We'll see if tax go up.
I hope for your sake it doesn't.
I hope for your sake it doesn't, because then my cut goes to 0. Because then I just burn your building down.
Whatever you say, Dimitri. Whatever you say.
Okay, 15%. We start there.
Of course. Scout's honor. Hope to die.
Okay. It's good to meet you.
You as well.
I doubt we'll be seeing much of each other.
I would hope so. Business is good, and I'm sure you guys could find something you would enjoy here.
It's okay.
I mean, it's better than that shithole across town called the Grove, if you ask me, but that's neither here nor there.
Makes a pretty penny.
Well, when you're here to make dollars, let me know.
Okay, I'll let you know. Nice desk.
Thank you. It was a gift of mine.
A gift of yours?
Yes.
Like given to you?
Yes, sorry, my English is not exactly the first language.
Who'll give you?
Oh, I think it was the Prince of Egypt from... Was that the first or second one? Either way, it comes from a long lineage of individuals who I've had the pleasure of meeting. But, while you're here, do you speak on behalf of the Diving Tower? Or you just watch
No,
over the area for them?
This is just our territory.
So you're just the keepers, as it were?
It's our domain.
Okay. I was just wondering if I had to drive all the way to Indianapolis to have this conversation, or if you were able to have it for us.
What conversation?
About the Sabbat moving in. Yes. You know, of course we aren't typically welcome, but, you know, every prince is fickle.
It probably would be good for you to approach the tower.
Well then, please, feel free to indulge in whatever tickles your fancy, as it were. And you know what? Cover charges on the house tonight.
Okay.
While this conversation is going on, Benny, even though your senses are turned up to 11, the classical music is being played at a place where it is not overwhelming. It almost just gets to the point where it sounds like you're at, an outdoor concert a few rows back, even though it is being played on a softer level. So it's not enough to absolutely just like blow your eardrums out with your enhanced senses. Thank you. That is the word I was looking for. But as you're looking around and listening, even though there's nowhere that you can physically see, you can hear the sound of like a pump, like a motorized pump off behind the bar. And you can hear the sounds of muffled screaming coming from it. Let's take a look here. As you
It's like, and then
you also can, get even though it is your physical senses, you can also sort of get a little bit better judgment of the room itself. And it feels like a very good vibe overall. Everyone is in very happy state. Everyone is listening, relaxed, mellowed out. But you get the feeling that there's got to be a story here. There's always a story here. While, let's see here. This is what I wanted. Let us look for...
Why was that ridiculously ominous? Just, that's what I wanted.
Because I was looking for the right page and I couldn't find it.
you're looking for my bane.
I
You can throw it
am
in the trash.
looking... Okay.
Myself.
Exactly. No, you get the while you're here, you get the get delusion. Your clan compulsion. You're having difficulty fully pinpointing what is true and what is not. What is your mind playing tricks on you as you look and are looking around the room as the grapes that were once being fed turn into fingers. But you look across and look back and it's back to being grapes. You can see people's faces that are sort of relaxed and mellowed out. You begin to see eyes roll back in their head a little bit. And roll forward. So for the rest of the scene, you have a 2 dice penalty to rolls involving dexterity, manipulation, composure, and wits, as well on rolls to resist terror frenzy. But yeah, besides your delusions that you currently have going on, you do, like I said, hear the pump of something being activated on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. And these things are going off, and I can't tell if what I'm seeing is real or if I'm seeing the fingers as grapes or the grapes as fingers. I'm hearing these screams. I'm hearing this pump, and I'm just sitting at this bar. My friends have left me. And is there a bartender?
There is.
I need a target to direct my
yes,
paranoia towards.
Absolutely. There is indeed a bartender. Younger gentleman, probably low 20s. Wearing a wearing dress pants, but wearing a very, very tight vest with nothing underneath of it, just sort of buttoned up. But he's over there just serving, like pouring drinks as he's getting like off the printer and starting to just create drinks.
So I sat down originally and started listening to all this stuff. Now my eyes are starting to twitch. My ears are even twitching. And I'm just looking up and I close my eyes and look right into this bartender and tell him, Virgin Cosmo. Now. I'll compel him.
As you compel them to make it, they sort of look over as you're sort of speaking, and they sort of lock eye contact with you as you compel them. They mid making this drink, they instantly just start working on your drink request, and instantly just start making this Cosmo.
Virgin Cosmo is just cranberry juice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But it does have a ring of white substance around it.
When he comes over to bring it to me, I'm going to grab him by the neck collar and pull him real close. What the hell is going on here? You feeding everybody grapes, fingers, eyeballs? Where are the screams? What's that pump? What's going on? Push him back. I'll take the Cosmo and I'll just slam it to the ground. And I'm going to watch where the cranberry juice drains.
Okay.
There's got to be a drain. This is a killing floor.
Exactly. Of course.
And I say that.
As you shatter and just watch and see where it goes to, it moves outwards, but it doesn't go in a certain direction. It just sort of follows like the way of when you threw it, which portion of the glass sort of broke first, and it begins to shoot out in that direction.
Is there a drain? Is that where that cranberry juice is going?
There's
I don't even know if that was cranberry juice.
I can guarantee that was cranberry juice. But, there's a drain back here for spills.
There's a drain. And spills.
Yet. Yes. We're not perfect back here by any sort of means.
I'm going to pull over the bar and look at the floor.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for, hidden doors, a secret basement level.
Of course. Go ahead and roll.
I'm not going to jump over yet.
Right, you're just going to quick look over. Wits plus investigation. And that will be with the -2 dice pool because of your delusion.
Two.
As you pull yourself and look over, there are the two slip mats that they have underneath of there, that most bars have, but almost completely covered, but not fully. You can see that there is a little lining, a separation in the floor, almost like there was something below that mat.
Aha! That. Where's that go? Where does that door go?
Into our cellar.
Yeah. I bet it does go to your cellar.
It does. Are you gonna pay for that drink?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pay for it. Oh, and you're gonna help me pay for it.
What?
You're gonna take me down to that cellar.
Are you attempting to compel again, or are you trying to?
Yeah. I'm gonna compel him.
Okay. As he's obviously you got your full attention, looking straight at you, having these this conversation. Let's see here.
You know, rule number 1 about pumps and screaming
Uh-huh.
is always a secret hidden cellar underneath the rug.
Always. As you compel him to take him down there, he just smiles and nods, pulls the rug back, pulls open the hatch. Well,
I'll
please.
activate all,
Okay.
just because it's free
Yeah.
and I might need it. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna charge down there.
Okay.
He opens it and lets me behind the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys both begin to head down into the cellar. And it's like a little ladder that you guys climb down. And it is dark and musty. But you know what becomes louder? That pump. Yep. As you begin to climb down further and further and further. Dimitri and gang, you guys are just wrapping up your conversation. Would you guys like to sit here and partake? Or would you guys like to head back to the bookstore and handle what other things you need to take care of this evening?
I mean, you know, I already sorted what I wanted to do, and I have no interest in partaking of anything she has offered.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm pretty solid at the moment. With the mention of Sabat, I feel like I owe somebody a phone call, but that's kind of, you know what? Yeah, when we get back to the bookstore where I have confidence it's actually safe, I'll make a phone call to. I'll just make a phone call at that point. Sorry.
Okay.
I lost my train of thought.
No, I like it. I like who you're not revealing it to. Eva, is there anything you would like to partake in or do before leaving?
I would probably just look around for Benny. See if he's anywhere around.
Yeah, you look around as you get back to the first floor. I mean, you saw Benny break away and sit at the bar. But as you look over, bartender's not there anymore. Benny is no longer there.
Wouldn't recognize me if you did see me.
It's true. But something you do notice, being a bartender specifically, is that there's a half-made drink that is just sort of has all the almost said materials, all the ingredients wrapped around it, but it's just half-made, and you can see that there is a glass that has been thrown on the ground and shattered.
Does it look like anybody's around, like gonna clean up the glass that's shattered or anything?
Yeah, you can see a couple people talking off on the side, and then one of them begins to head over with a broom and dustpan.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to Dimitri. Should we be concerned where Benny went to?
Hey, hey, guy with the broom.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The weirdo who was sitting here earlier. Where'd he go?
I don't know. I just finished helping a client, and I just was seeing if there was anything else I can help here on the first floor. I don't really know exactly, unfortunately. Sorry.
Can you get a hold of your bartender? He's not here.
Yeah. And he looks back and waves over the other individual who he was talking to originally. And is can you go find where Eric went off to? We have probably drinks that need to be made, and they're gone. And they sort of nod and begin to run over back to the employee section. I do apologize. If you're waiting on a drink, we'll make sure that is right out shortly.
No, we're just trying to find the moron we came here with.
Oh, I'm sure they aren't all bad.
You haven't met this guy.
He's a moron.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well,
we love him, but he's a moron.
You know.
well, to each their own. But if you guys need anything, please feel free to reach out to any one of us, and we'd be happy to take care of your needs.
Hey, why don't you tell me about what kind of services you offer?
What kind of services you need? They're
That's what I'm interested in. Well, what do you do?
pretty much anything.
It's a very open statement, my friend.
It's a very open place, my friend.
So, like, people can kill people here?
If you pay a high enough fee, I'm sure you could. I haven't had seen that yet, but we've had from professionals come by and offer different trade. We do allow a place for people just to lay down, relax, take a load off, eat, drink, of all sorts. And we aren't here to judge.
How much this person, like, laying here on thing, getting fed grapes, how much they pay? What that cost?
Probably about 75 an hour, not including cover.
How much is cover charge?
25.
$100.
That's for the first hour, yeah.
15 of those are mine.
Right. Is there something that we can begin for you guys this evening?
Like I said, we just need to find our friend. We got things to do. But I'm sure we'll come back. I mean, this seems interesting. I mean, what kind of price tag we talking about on killing somebody, by the way?
I would have to speak to the boss about that. It's not something that I'm very privy to. I just started here but a few months ago.
A few months ago. Didn't this place just open?
As far as I'm aware of, it's been open for a while, but it's, working for this company, it's very quick-paced, to say the least. One day you're working here, one day you're working in Morocco, one day you're working off the West Coast. It's very, very, very quickly changing.
So you just sweep shit up? This is what you do?
If it's needed, we all work together as a crew to make sure that everything's clean and tidy and no one gets hurt on the glass. But no, my true gift is massages.
Okay. We'll see you later.
Just looks around, everyone very confused, begins to sweep up the glass.
I'm sorry.
Dimitri, I think he's actually a masseuse.
I've never heard it called gift before. I mean,
Somebody gave him the ability to massage somebody. Okay, that is goofy. Yep.
say,
Yep. Nope.
say.
It's weird. Don't say it like that.
You said it, not me.
No, I'm talking like to him, but not to him. Just like say, oh, I went to school for massage. Like my gift is massage. What? Pretentious.
It's creepy.
It really kind of is. Don't touch me. Don't look at me. Don't...
That's the pretentiousness that we're gonna call out.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Benny, as you continue down, you do see a row of kegs. All hooked up to the taps right above you.
Anything that stands out besides kegs? A door. Another floor hatch.
Exactly, goes out another layer.
More rugs.
You would expect for the kegs to sort of be in a line, sort of lining up underneath the the correct tap, but they're more like a square pattern, and they're stacked up. Like the top one is the one that is open or that's been tapped, and the ones underneath them is like a replacement. But they're almost like blocking off a portion of this room.
The bartender that helped me down here.
Mm-hmm.
It's compelling. It's getting exhausting. I'm going to implant suggestion.
Okay. What's your suggestion that you're going to implant?
No test required against unprepared mortals.
I love that for him.
Sorry for the rude introduction. I'm the health inspector. And you're here to help me inspect
The health.
the health.
Understood.
Wonder else check.
Yeah.
Noise.
As you claim to be the health inspector, and he's there to help inspect the health, your beast within just goes, idiots! And you just feel yourself become just a little hungrier.
Be a shame if something happened down here.
Right? Yes, of course.
Now, according to code 1629 Alpha Delta, those kegs should be lined up and labeled.
Of course.
Why aren't they lined up?
It's a good question. Management has it set this way, but let me. And he begins to unstack them and line them up in the correct order. And when he unstacks them, you can see a person who is bound and gagged. You can see a IV that connects to them and goes straight up towards like one of the tap lines.
That's going to be a mark.
I don't know how this got here.
Wink.
Okay, now I'm going to compel him
Okay.
to stay here. Actually, I can't compel him that long.
No.
Forgetful mind.
That's a good one.
Because, I'm going to take him for his word that he probably has nothing. Did his reaction seem genuine?
They did seem very genuine when he saw that there was someone there.
Okay, forgetful mind. Manipulation plus dominate versus intelligence plus resolve.
Oh, he gets a roll?
Yeah, he gets a roll for this.
Oh my gosh. He's so gonna kick your butt.
We'll see about that.
Nailed it.
Champion. That guy.
Oh, I'm going to
Nailed
change
it.
this guy's entire life.
That is a total of 5 successes. 4 net successes. So is that 4 memories?
Yeah.
All right. What 4 memories do you want to change of this individual's?
This man has never seen my face in his entire life.
Okay.
I'm going to look at him, tell him I came in here as a customer.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered a cranberry. It fell. It broke. You came down here to get a broom. Didn't find a broom. And now you're leaving to go find a broom to clean up the mess. I left.
Are you changing the part about him finding the person behind the kegs?
Yeah. I'm gonna replace the memories of like the past 2 minutes
Okay.
with this whole exchange.
Yep. Understood.
Also, he has any keys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. You changed.
I can't really change his choices. Like,
No.
you had the thought that you're gonna leave them on your way out.
Exactly. No. But you do go ahead and change these memories as he looks around. Huh? Guess it was the wind and begins climbing up.
I duck behind one of the kegs.
Exactly.
And in memory. And hide.
He goes ahead and closes the top, move the mat down.
That's a problem for future Benny.
Perfect. The three of you guys, as you guys are waiting to see if anyone found Benny, you guys see the bartender sort of pop up from behind the bar and begin to look around. Oh! And sees that the person is already sort of sweeping up the glass. And you see him begin to finish up his cocktail that he was working on.
Hey, guy.
Yes.
I have friend, goofy hair, big bushy beard.
Uh-huh.
He was sitting here. Do you see where he went?
I haven't seen a guy like that all night, sir.
What do you mean?
I would have left the
literally
memory.
sitting.
I ordered it, and then the glass fell off.
Oh,
the
that's
table.
right. But
I left though.
Oh,
as
okay.
He was.
yeah, that's right. I remember. Yeah, he ordered a Virgin Cosmo, dropped it, and then he left afterwards. I don't recall which way he went though. I just saw him stand up and leave after he dropped the drink, and I went down to look for a broom. But that's the last I saw of him.
So maybe he went back to bookstore.
Sure. Doesn't seem like a
Hey,
bookstore
not talking
kind of...
to you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, shut up.
Oh, okay. He goes
You
back
make it.
Yes, yeah, you got it.
Don't make me slap him.
No, please.
Want me to put the clamps to him, boss?
Jeez.
Hey, yo, get the clamps there, Ricky. Put them on him.
Oh, God.
Teach this guy a lesson.
Good lord.
He goes ahead and continues back to making the drinks.
So we hit back to bookstore.
Maybe.
I mean,
Guess we
that's,
can go back.
I don't know where else he would have went.
Do we ever know?
He's Benny.
Exactly. Yeah, we can head back and see if Carter has gotten anywhere with waking up person from his hangover.
So I guess we'll head back towards the bookstore.
Okay. While all this is going on, Carter, the rest of the group has left you. You are by yourself in your laboratory with Baron Anson. What could go wrong?
Nothing. I could peacefully read a book all day while they're gone.
Exactly. Is that what you tried to do?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is it a book even involving waking up Baron Anson, or is it just a pastime novel?
Well, so first I will increase my blood potency, and I rolled a success a while back.
Okay.
So once I am blood potency 3, I will do a taste of blood on the Baron, so I can try to get a sense of where he's at potency wise.
Please go ahead and roll for it. And it's only on a critical success that you increase it by 2. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, so I'm just blood potency 3.
Heard.
And you know what? I will willpower reroll that to see if I can get a crit there.
Okay.
No crit. So that tells me
The resonance and intensity.
Something.
blood of human. They can also identify whether blood belongs to a... Okay, so it does belong to a vampire.
And the relative blood potency, so same as me, higher or lower?
And thus...
From 3.
It is equal to...
Equal to. Okay. Okay, well that tells me that it is at least theoretically possible for me to wake him up by getting a crit on my blood potency and then feeding him.
It is indeed possible.
Which is good to know. And I also, from what I've gathered, he's going to be out for a while, most likely, right? Unless the Pizza King had a very high connection to his human side.
Yeah, that is pretty true. It's going to be a hot minute. It's a good possibility it's going to be a while if he wakes up naturally.
Yeah, like a year.
Indeed.
Although I think we can bring a parade of potential food by him, and he might wake up for that, right?
The only way that he would actively wake up is if you had a higher blood potency than him. Otherwise, torpor is just going to keep him down for an entire year.
All right, fair enough. So then I've successfully figured out how we need to wake him up. I believe he's not in any danger of waking up anytime soon. So yeah, I will read a book.
Okay. And are you just going to read it in your lab, or are you just going to go to the library all relaxed?
Oh, I feel like I should hang around. I'm the only one here. I said I was going to watch the Baron. I will read in here and watch the Baron.
Okay. So I go back to my original question. Is it going to be a relaxing novel, or is something going to be of importance?
I would say it's probably the book that I have had for a while, but haven't really had a chance to sit down and read for a hot minute. All of the notes and the blood sorcery stuff.
Is that from the one that was a gift to you from a certain Teddy? Or is it the one that you asked to borrow from the prince's personal library?
That's a good question. Probably the gift book.
Okay.
First.
Perfect. All right. You go ahead and begin to read that book. As you read the book, it is the very first portion, or like a good, I don't know, 20 or so pages are like a diary that you're sort of reading through of this individual, where it's almost like they don't actively mention it, but they believe that they're being followed. But not by a person, by a spirit that's been following him for quite some time. And it mentions that they met, or a knock happens at their door. And someone they've never met before is being escorted to their room. More to discuss later. The next page turns over. Just had a very interesting conversation with a fellow kindred. One by the name of Tanner. Seems to be going after the person I believe to be responsible for these spirits. He asked for my help, and all I could offer was a stone, as at this point. and then it begins to describe the spell, the ritual that he used, and it begins to step by step. So if you're wanting to, once you get enough experience, you're able to work towards the ritual craft bloodstone.
Right on.
But with that, the at least 3 members of the group have walked back to the bookstore. You are enjoying a book for the first time in a hot minute, something that you'd rather
Very
be
long
doing.
time.
Benny, you're stuck in a cellar currently. It is now future Benny's problems.
So I got a free meal.
It's true.
Just gonna engorge myself.
Okay.
They're gonna wake me up. Get out of our cellar. Roll me out.
Right. So you're gonna feed on this person down here. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate a little bit first.
Yeah, sure. What do you want to look around for? You can definitely see they are very, very pale. As if lost of a lot of blood. But their eyes are half open. Looks like they're drifting in and out of consciousness.
Can I surmise that this is there must be a kindred life to this nightclub.
Yeah.
Like
As you look up,
kind of like the Grove.
tap 16 would be the kindred tap, as it were.
Okay, yeah. No. All right, well. Don't want to let it go to waste, and I'll I was gonna say take it for the IV and drip from it, but no, I'll just
Take it straight from the tap.
I'll take it straight from the tap.
All right. Are you going to fully drain?
I don't know. Does it sound like this dude looks like he might already be on the path, and maybe they just dispose of these bodies?
It's possible. It's hard
You
to
know,
tell.
what's it gonna hurt if I just drain this guy and leave him for dead?
It's true.
That's their problem, really. Can you still lick the wounds shut if you drain them?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, let's do it. Fine.
Okay.
We're in Rome.
Let's be bad.
All right. You go ahead and you can drop your hunger down to 0.
I'll take it. All right, now that that's done. Wipe off the fake beard I have on.
Right. Exactly.
I'll use it as a napkin.
I hate that.
What do you mean? It's awesome.
That's disgusting.
You said that was tap 16?
Yeah, tap 16, of course.
I'm going to call the bookstore. I don't know if I have anyone's phone number. And pull up the yellow pages on the bookstore.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. I mean, they have a website where you could find the information for the phone number for it.
What do you call it?
As you guys are entering in, the 3 of you, the landline for the bookstore begins to ring.
I'll go answer it. Pick it up. Hello?
Hey, is this the bookstore?
It's a bookstore, yes.
It's Benny Blankenship. Maybe you've heard of me. I'm currently at the Egyptian room. Who am I speaking to?
We were just there.
Who is this? Carter, is that you?
Yes.
I love what you did with your voice.
I tried my
I'm
best.
stuck in the cellar of the Egyptian room.
And-
Just thought it should be known.
Okay. Yeah, well, okay. Try to
Oh.
come get you. Yes?
And tap 16 is a a vein tap.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hang up and I'm gonna unplug the landline.
Love it.
Brought a full pocketbook with me.
Precisely.
That's amazing.
Dimitri, I think we need to head back to that Egyptian love place.
You guys just got here.
Yeah, exactly. We just got here.
What have you been doing, Carter?
There's nothing?
That means reading a
seriously.
book.
Yeah, I was reading a book.
Yeah, that's
Where's
nothing.
Benny?
That's why we have to go back. Because Dimitri's like, oh, he's probably back at the bookstore.
He was not there.
That was a really good Dimitri.
Well, he's not here either. Thanks.
I guess we go back. Oh yeah, by the way, the Sabbat moved in down the street.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's not... You don't just tell Carter stuff like that. You gotta, like, lead up to things.
Yeah, what she said. You can't just tell Carter stuff like that. You gotta lead up to things.
Hey, Carter, you might want to sit down, bud. We got some news.
Much better.
The Sabbat moved into town?
Better.
Well, now that you know the news, you can stay standing.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Well, you hate me! I did not do this.
Yes, you did. You had to go.
How did I bring
I don't know.
Sabbat
You
into
needed.
our neighborhood?
You went and asked for drug money from the Sabbat in our neighborhood.
I did
and
not know they were
lost Benny.
Sabbat.
Allegedly.
Did you or
Is
did
this
you not
big
lose
loss,
Benny?
Really? I mean, honestly.
Yes.
Since you are arguing, I'm just gonna sit down.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk somewhere else in the bookstore and make that phone call.
Okay.
I'm gonna call this bookstore again, leave a voicemail. I'm assuming you guys are arguing over each other whether or not you should rescue me or not. I'll figure it out.
So how did you lose Benny?
We went upstairs to have conversation. He decided to go to bar. We come back. He's not there.
You left him alone.
He left himself alone. I have no leash for him. He's a grown man.
You. All right.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Who would you rather leave unattended? Benny or me?
You.
Really? You would rather leave me to my own devices with no one there to stop me from doing something that you might regret. I remember this next time.
I mean, I wouldn't prefer either of you were left alone. There were 4 of you. It divides into 2 even groups.
Hey, it's not my fault they want to be with the cool guy.
I get that.
With that being said,
All right. Yeah.
We will go ahead and end it there as Michael walks onto the other side of the bookstore to make a phone call. Benny tries to figure out what his next move is in the cellar of the Egypt room, and the rest of the coterie once again trying to figure out how to clean up someone else's messes. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. This has been another episode of Indy by Night. You can catch all of this over on the YouTube at youtube.com/@jbrews. And you can see all my other content that I stream Monday through Friday over at twitch.tv/jbrews. So if you guys haven't already, please make sure to swing by, give that a follow, because that goes a long way on making towards our goal. We're trying to get 850, which is only 15 away, as followers by Gen Con. For our live show. So if you haven't already, please make sure to go ahead and head over to twitch.tv/jbrews, hit that follow button. It goes a long way in helping. So I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week on an episode of Indy by Night. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.